I do want to get to the Rockets because they won their 60th game of the season on Sunday. Mike Tandoni said afterward, no big deal. Players, quote, didn't care about extending their franchise record for wins. Do you think that Houston is watching all of this, sitting back? Remember we talked about this summer that Golden State's watching Cleveland go through all the histrionics with Kyrie demanding a trade, and they're sitting back going, ha, 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 ha. Is Houston now sitting back watching Golden State going, ha, ha, ha?
You know, Houston's had bad luck for a decade plus.
Right.
With Tracy, with Yao. They had teams that they thought were going to be able to do it, and, you know, they haven't had it go their way. Now there actually is maybe some luck having on their side. It is lining up for them. That said, I still think the Warriors are going to be there, and I expect Steph by the conference finals to be back to being Steph. So I don't necessarily think they're going to be getting an easier ride, but you certainly look at this team. One thing I'll say about that's a little bit poetic about these guys. There's a whole bunch of dudes on this team who've had playoff heartbreak.
No
Chris
doubt.
Paul, James Harden, even when he was in Oklahoma City, some other guys. There is some hunger that they can.
Hunger. The urgency is there. They see a window of opportunity here. Let me tell you. And when you look down at the Golden State Warriors and you see the injuries piling up, and who knows if they're going to come back 100%. The urgency is definitely there for James Harden. He said earlier, this is their year. Chris Paul, he knows the clock is winding on Chris. You know, he's in his 30s, so he's like, this is his time. This is going to be his best opportunity at a championship he's ever had.
This is so fascinating to me because when Daryl Morey made some of these moves over the summer, there was a little bit of feeling like, why are you wasting your bullets now, right? Why are you spending assets now? Why are you committing to a lot of money now? Chris Paul, he's 33 years old, and OG, you're going to be on the hook to a big contract to him after this year and all of that stuff. Look at the Warriors. You should just wait it out for a couple years. He said, I'm not going to wait it out. You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And
look at the position they're in now. I think it's remarkable to kind of see this. And my question is, what kind of shape is Steph going to be in when he comes out? Because, Paul, you can speak to this. You get compensation injuries, right? So
exactly.
it's not the same leg. We have to have a diagram of Steph Curry's body. It's not the same leg that the ankle injuries have been on this year, that the knee is on the other side. But what happens as a player when you're trying to combat having maybe a weaker knee or a weaker ankle?
You lose strength in the knee when you are out and you can't strengthen it, and you lose. If you have any kind of surgical procedure, you automatically lose strength in the leg. So it's going to take him time of running, lifting weights, getting the strength back into the knee. But in Steph's case, he doesn't rely on a lot of athleticism. You know, he has great footwork, great ball handling, great shooting. And so I don't really see that as a major concern. As long as the knee is fine, he'll be fine.
I just worry if you do compensate a little with your other foot or other leg, that's the leg where he's had the ankle injuries.
He doesn't really rely on jumping so much.
Okay.
You know, everything he does is from the wrist.
Right.
Look at the wrist.
Well, they're going to get beat by the Thunder in the first round, so it's not going to matter.
Oh, boy, here we go.